Hello and welcome to Brimple Plays Blackthorn Arena Reforged. This is kind of an ad hoc episode. I don't really have much planned other than starting a new game and explaining the changes from the old Blackthorn Arena as we go. You can see it says available on October 23rd down here, but actually they had to push back the release date. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to play on Veteran like always. Only auto combat, and I am going to try enabling Iron Man mode. It was very buggy in the old version. Hopefully it's nice and fixed now. We're not going to watch the cinematic. I don't believe the cinematic has changed. But you can see the character select screen. Oh, I'm just now noticing the mirror behind. That's odd. Anyways, you can choose different portraits now, right? Different types of characters, I guess. I'm gonna go with this guy. Randomize the look. I guess that'll do. And I have some initial people, some initial slaves we can select, but we're not going to do that. We're just gonna go with random people today, and our name will be Brimple. So let's get started. Yeah, I don't believe this has changed. But there are other big changes. I'm playing just the demo because that's all that's out right now. And you can only go through the spring games in the demo. But there's still quite a bit to look at. Anyways, they've fixed a lot of the translation errors as well. So text, conversation flows much more smoothly now. As does combat, I guess. You really notice the updates to the engine. No, that it's much more like Age of Reforging.
Let's do this.
Something about it, yeah. The combat, it's kind of the same, but kind of different. I don't really know how to explain it. It's just like Age of Reforging. And it looks like Kelsey and Ada have taken down one of our opponents. And if you'll notice, both of our people are level 3. He's level 3 as well. I don't know what level she was. I didn't think to look. Dual +1, so just gained dual wielding skill. Anyways, yeah, your people can start out higher than level 1. I had somebody who was level 4 the other day and began with the first skill in the two-handed weapon tree. That's the same as old Blackthorn Arena. I always choose to kill the enemy because you always get 5 favor in that first fight. You're both dwarves. How about that? You're both very short. And you'll notice I also left traps on. This end of combat screen, that's also from Age of Reforging, right? So they've ported that over. This loading screen is different. Now you've got all these people with champions gear. And look at this. Abu comes and talks to you in your office. Or his office? I don't know. Tell him to get lost. Alright, thank you. Now you're going to think this is very cool. You can walk around. Look at this. Your guards will salute you. I guess he didn't. He didn't feel like it. You'll salute me, right? No? Someone's going to salute me. There we go, yeah. Your guards will salute you. Where are my gladiators? You might be able to interact with stuff. I don't know how. I've tried like every button. I just don't know how. It looked like you could sit there or open that door back there. Yes, salute me. Thank you. Bow to me. Good job. Alright. Oh. Bow to me. Yes, good job. And here are the gladiator cells. So it's just cool. You can walk around your gladiator or your Blackthorn Arena. I'm sorry. In person, first person. This rat is stuck. Yeah, there we go. Help that rat move around our area, and we will escape first person. Alright, so what am I going to do? I've got one guard, it says. I don't know, I was just walking around, I saw a lot more than one guard. We are going to go to the market, not because Abu said so, but because of course that's the first thing we have to do in any game. I didn't look at my people. I guess that would have been a better first thing to do. You're going to be our coach for sure, so that's fine. You're a commander marksman. I'm not really a fan of that. I'd rather get rid of you, I think. But look at what's available in the market. Not too many people, right? And very much varied in level. Not a lot of level 1s, right? And it's always like that. And look at that. No additional markets. This is the only market. Why? Because you're playing on the Age of Reforging map. And you'll see what I mean after this. If you haven't played Age of Reforging, it'll make more sense later. But there's only one slave market in that game. And it's in the far north. Anyways, let's look for, I think, 2 people to fight for us. A gladiator berserker. That could be good. That could be very good. I like a berserker. I think we're gonna get Jennifer. Who was it we were selling? Ada? Yeah, get rid of Ada. And we need at least one more person. I think just one more. Ooh, a commander with polearm skill. I think we'll take that. Very low strength. I hate that, but we'll fix it, I guess. You're so low cost. Is there a medical person? Yes. There is. This is so greedy, and I might regret it, but we're doing it anyways. Now, as far as the 2 people I've just brought onto the team, one of them will take this armor. I think the Bruteman. I've got a heavy spear. Oh, these are one-handed though. That's not what I want. I might want this. Yes, I think I will take that for the Bruteman. And not you. What do I want you to use? Maybe a 2-handed weapon. Yeah, I think... Or dual wielding. No, we'll use a 2-handed weapon. A polearm and a 2-handed weapon will be our combo that we're using today. Go ahead and use that hammer for now. We need one more set of armor, and I think we can get out of here. It's going to be medium armor. And you'll notice that how armor works has changed a lot too. I mean, not only are there a lot of different weapons that weren't in old Blackthorn Arena, right? Many more. That has 30% armor penetration? I probably should have taken that. Gosh. But armor, the way armor works has changed too. You'll notice it's just a top, a bottom, and a helmet now. But at the same time, at the haberdasher, you almost always can get rings and necklaces. It's interesting that they're not here right now. I've never seen that, but yes, your characters can wear 2 rings and a necklace now as well. And so, yeah, you've got some different things going on. No stats on these helmets, which is Interesting. I'm used to seeing stats on the helmets. I think, right? Don't they normally have stats? Could have sworn they did. Maybe I'm just losing it. And I guess we'll get out of here for now. I will show the map as soon as we get back. And so, you'll notice this is much different from the visual aspect of the old Blackthorn Arena map. The old map looked much more like a paper map. This is like a illustration of the Age of Reforging map. And so in Age of Reforging, the slave arena is actually somewhere up here. This may be it right here, actually. Right here. That looks like it. I could be wrong. The pit is now down here, but you might remember in Blackthorn Arena, the original, it was actually somewhere up here. Blackthorn Arena itself is kind of in the mountainside, just as it is in Age of Reforging. And in Age of Reforging, remember, you start out where? Like right here, I believe? Somewhere like right here. That seems right. Anyways, just pointing out that this map has been ported over from Age of Reforging, including all the changes they've made there. I don't remember if the map in the game of Age of Reforging certainly doesn't look like that, but maybe it will in the coming updates. You know, they are working on some updates for it, so we'll see that sometime soon. Put our medic in the medic slot. You'll notice interface looks different, right? And I can do that to unfold it. Got a different looking leaderboard now. See? Just wanted to walk through that real quick. Your interface for your characters has changed, as well as your skill trees significantly. Weapons were already linear in their path, right? Now, as you go through combat, you will gain skill with whatever weapon you are using. In this case, Carol Bellwether is going to be using a polearm, and so we'll be able to use additional or learn additional polearm skills as they go down that tree, just like they were always able to. This is where it's a big change. The class trees. That is also much more linear now. Instead of branching out in all directions where you would first learn the class and then you could learn any skill in it in basically any order so long as you had the stats. Now you need to invest more points in that class in order to get to the skills at the end of the tree. They still require a certain level. They still require, certain stats in order to learn them as well. But it's just a much more hierarchical and linear learning pattern now. And Carol Bellwether here only knows how to be a commander right now. I am going to go to tactics. You don't have the Bellwether growth plan? That is interesting. I'm just going to make sure that stays true. And then leave. How you allocate points here too for your attributes has changed. If I want to level up strength now, when I gain 3 upon leveling up, it's just 1 point to level strength until you get to 10 strength. Then it requires 2 points, and then at 15 it requires 3, right? And you gain 3 per level. And that's just how the attributes work now. Again, weapon mastery, you gain that as you fight. So let's click on the inventory button. Give you the Bardici. I don't know if that's how you say it. Do not make fun of me. Kelsey, were you our fighter? Who was our fighter? I feel like Jennifer was our fighter. What are your skills, Jennifer? That'll tell us. You're a fighter and a berserker. Okay, that's what we wanted. So you must be who we're sending out into combat. That on you, that on you. Give you this big old hammer. Now that's not the weapon I wanted. I wanted a two-handed sword, actually. A specific two-handed sword, because this is not my first time playing the demo. And I am aware of a sword that is broken in the demo, the Estok. Again, don't know if that's how you really pronounce it, but it has 45% armor penetration, or sharp penetration, which is crazy. With a high attack speed. Just mow people down with that sword. It's crazy. Okay, what can we do fight-wise? We're not taking that. And we are not taking that. Goblin Archer? We're not taking that either. There are new creatures in the game. The brown bear, I don't remember if that... I think that was in the game previously. But were-rats are in the game now. We'll see them. The wandering merchant, what has he got? It's always nice to see him. In my opinion, it's hard to get up to that amount of money now. I think the game is harder in general for me because the learning paths are not the same. It just seems like you can't really cheese it much in the same way I was able to previously. Which is nice. I like that they've kind of cleaned that up and made it, I don't know, challenging in the right ways. I continue to train my people, just like in the old game, until I see a suitable fight. We're going to take this fight, maybe, even though I'm not so positive we can win. But I do want to do something. I don't like to just repeatedly skip turns. And so we will send Carol Bellwether out there first, and then Jennifer. Now, Carol, first and foremost, you need strength. That's my opinion anyways. And second, as a commander, the first skill you can learn is healing. And this goes up to 80 health over 5 seconds. And so that will be Carol's first investment. Jennifer, you, on the other hand, will learn how to unleash your rage and do huge damage while gaining additional HP and stamina, I believe. I believe endurance still does that. Let's get you out there for the fight. Now we're up against a red eye, but unlike old Blackthorn Arena, their name no longer determines what type of weapon they will use. For instance, you might see a stronghold using a bow and a red eye using a polearm. It's interesting, you know. They've now he's actually got a shield, and I noticed the red eye actually had dual wielding skill. But again, that's not how it has been working so far in the demo. If they released an update, and I don't know, you know. But I swear to you, you often see variety now. Not like this. Poor Carol Bellwether standing in the trap and just getting mowed down for it. Truly a low IQ play to stand in the blaze.
Here I am. Now this party can get started.
You can still disable the traps. I've just chosen not to for the time being. At least, you know, while playing the demo.
My aim unparalleled. Screw this.
Let's do an over-the-shoulder camera. She's on top of this guy and cutting him down. Now the red eye is level 6 with a machete and something else. Spear. It's gonna be dangerous. Oh yeah. Cut me down. Probably should not have bet on that. A challenger appears? Firewatch? Things are really not looking good for me when a ranger who uses ranged shows up and their name is Firewatch. You know, again, not the variety that I've been talking about. I'm going to refuse your challenge. I don't think I can win after seeing my team get spanked like that. I believe they were both injured as a result of losing there, yeah. But we're not going to put you in surgery, I guess. I did have a character die in the demo earlier. They had injuries. I kept sending them out. They kept getting knocked down in fights. And eventually they just died when they got knocked down. I can't remember how many times or what the conditions are for that, but it can happen. There's another change in how your characters interact in the base now, in that when you punish people for fighting, they actually get sent to the torture chamber now. So if I came back and these two people had been in a fight and that dialogue appeared, if I hit punish, they would both come here now for the day. So there's a real difference between your choices now. Punishing them actually does something. Ignoring them, makes the relationship worse. I'm not sure how that will play out over time. Still got your main hall, your recipes, cooking, alchemy. I haven't utilized alchemy yet in the demo. That's something I plan to do. And smithing. I've been utilizing smithing a little bit. It's just not so much, again, just because the demo ends at the spring games, or after it, immediately after it. So, yeah. A few more changes there in the base. And I will put my people back into the training hall. I could probably go in first person and watch them run there. But maybe I'll send somebody to fight Simpson. Ooh, a ranged character? Actually, I don't know. I don't know if I can win that. Sadly. Got one more day to challenge you, so we're going to take that extra day. Shelby Cobra? A level 10 comes to fight? No, we can't fight you. We have absolutely no chance of winning that fight. Just to be clear. And even though you're level 4, I have more confidence in the level 3, the commander, because we're going to up your skill, your healing, to 80. And again, make you stronger. You will become very powerful, Carol. Let's send you out to fight. And we're going to make pole arms a fashionable choice in Blackthorn Arena. Reforged. In Blackthorn Arena, Reforged. This guy? Yeah. I think it'll be a challenging fight because ranged characters tend to dodge a lot. Oof. Yeah, it's not going great for Carol Bellwether yet. Not a single attack yet. Let's get an over-the-shoulder view. Carol here. That'll change our fortune, I think. There we go. That heal is what's keeping us in the fight. Got a big old crit right there. Oh, big stab. Big stab. We're at full health because of our 80 HP heal. And you are dead because you got stabbed. And because we are stabbing you again while you are on the ground. And so there you have it. You've seen us both lose a fight and win a fight. And Carol, who is injured, still needs to be healed. But surgery will take like 4 days, 5 days, something like that. That's why I don't have Carol in surgery. I think, you know, the cost in terms of time is just too high at this point. I need my healer to be better. Alvina, I will refuse your challenge as well. I do try to take those more often now, though. Just when it's more realistic and when it's somebody with traits that I actually want on the team. What are we going to do here? Cut down might be our best option. You have 2 points in Impale, and I haven't seen you use it. It's interesting. Just going to point that out. We're going to leave that alone. And I think we might just call it there. I don't know if we're going to turn this into an actual series, given that this is just a demo. But I did want to showcase some of the differences from the original Blackthorn Arena. And just to recap what those differences were. It's this map, which is more of an illustration of the map from Age of Reforging, including moving some things around, like the pit. The pit moved. On top of that, there are big engine improvements that manifest in your combat and in other areas that have been ported over from Age of Reforging. There are new enemies, new locations. I know magic is going to be in the game. I haven't seen it in the demo, but I know it's in the final game. They've changed how the talent system works. They've changed the UI. There's only one market now. Your people don't necessarily start at level 1 anymore. Everything runs a lot better now, you know, that's certainly true. Yeah, I think, in my opinion, the game is more challenging now, too, with some of the changes. That's just my opinion, though, you know, as I get better at the game, maybe that will change. But those are the changes that I have seen from the original Blackthorn Arena. Last thing, you can click on the arenas like that and challenge them just the same way that you saw in Age of Reforging. It's the same kind of UI. And again, you can gain influence, gain rewards that are pretty good for challenging and defeating your enemies at the arena. Yeah, this is a great game. I love Blackthorn Arena. Anyhow, thank you again for watching. I don't know if I'll create another episode of this save file or if I'll create any more videos of the demo at all, but I will certainly play this when it comes out for sure, and I will also get back to playing Age of Reforging when that next update comes out. So, thank you so much, and Catch you next time. Bye bye.